What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. In today's video, by the way, I will have some Super Bowl picks. So we're starting the Super Bowl talk. We're starting to get some Super Bowl lines out and going to give you guys a lot of Super Bowl plays throughout the week, and I'm going to feed you guys. So first day of Super Bowl picks today. It's not going to be every single day this week that I'm going to give out a Super Bowl play, but I'm going to be looking, right? So if I find different plays, if I find different lines that I like, I'm going to be telling you guys, so you guys will be set up and you guys will have a lot of picks and stuff like that going into the Super Bowl. A lot of correlated plays going into the Super Bowl, which is what we do. Yesterday, though, going into yesterday and talking about that, much better day than the prior days. We did hit this, and we also hit this pretty much back to back. Took the unders. So these guys both went under, and then these guys both went under. This was a very, very short game right here. This guy only got 10 kills in the entire two matches, okay? So he did really, really bad, and also it was a very short game, so he just didn't have that many opportunities to get kills. This right here was, I think, like the only four-man that I really sent out. I've been sending out some two-mans. Gonna get back to sending out four-mans. I kind of told you guys yesterday what's been happening. The correlation's been doing really well, actually, taking the unders or the overs. It always really does well. Like, correlation's correlation. Counter-Strike's not going to change. League of Legends not going to change. Football's not going to change. Soccer's not going to change. Like, these are sports. They've been sports for like 30 years. But the correlation's been working. We've just had a lot of 2 out of 4s. So like one part of the four-man's been hitting, then the other part has not been hitting, right? So that's really what's been happening with the four-mans. But to make big gains in the profit that we have in the graph, to make big leaps to kind of, I guess, come back. I mean, we're still in the green in 2025, but I guess to really make some big leaps, we got to start hitting these four-mans. So going to be sending those out today when I do find them. Again, going to be maybe weaving in some Super Bowl plays too. Unfortunately, on Sleeper 2, we missed this one. This was the pick on sale with Dickinson. And I took Hartstein under, and then Dickinson was the pick on sale. It seems like what Sleeper's doing is they're sending out more picks on sale, but they're worse lines. So they're like not reducing them by as much. They used to only do this on Wednesdays and Sundays. Now it seems like they're giving out picks on sale like pretty much every day. But they're like not as good. So I'm not really sure what I would want from them. I mean, more picks on sales is always good, but they're not as good as picks on sale. So you can see this one did miss. But yeah, I talked about the performance of the VIP. I showed this in pretty much every single video. So if you guys want to go back, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, you guys can look at this graph, and it's probably way lower, right? It's probably in like the 300s, right? So we're up 442 units, almost 443 units in the past about 7-8 months since May 17th of 2024. Yeah, you can see over a long period of time, we are very profitable, and this graph goes up and to the right. We are hopefully coming off of, right? I want this cold streak to end, but we are coming off of a cold streak. It's honestly been probably one of the longest cold streaks we've had. But we do have dips, right? We have dips, we have peaks, we have valleys. I talk about it in pretty much every video. Sports betting is a game of, you're not going to win every single day, right? There's no one on the internet, no one on YouTube, on Twitter, or anything that can win every single day and is actually telling the truth, okay? You can't win every single day betting. And I was talking to someone about this yesterday, and it's like, the win streaks last way longer than you ever think they will. The lose streaks also last way longer than you ever think they will. So it just goes to show, be very cautious about the bankroll management. Bet lower than you probably think that you should bet with your bankroll, and you should be safe over the long term to get through some of these cold streaks. So you can see here, this is the long-term graph. This is my source of truth. I mean, this is something where if I didn't have this tracking, like, you need to track your bets and you need to stick to a strategy, because if I didn't track my bets and I didn't stick to a strategy during these cold streaks, these cold points, that's when people start going haywire. That's when things start just throwing things at the wall, seeing if it'll stick, get very frustrated and stuff. But we got to stick to a strategy because we know that it works in the long term, okay? We know we'll come out of it. We're starting to a little bit. I mean, we went up like 3 units yesterday, which isn't crazy, right? We've had days that we've gone up like 40 units in a day, but 3 units, we'll take it. It's start of a momentum building type of run that we can have. This is 2025, so we're like 4 days into February now, but this is all of 2025. So we start out 2025 extremely hot. This is what I'm talking about. Like, we were red hot 2025. Seemed like we could not miss. And then we just went on a crazy cold streak. So nothing's changed. I mean, you can go back 2-3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I'm talking about the exact same stuff. Counter-Strike, League of Legends, football, all these type of stuff that I'm going to talk about today. And it just so happens that everything was hitting, right? But over the long term, we do hit at a very good margin right here, and we will make profit over the long term, you guys. So I talked about it today. Today's also Taco Tuesday, right? So there will be multiple tacos out today. The first one's Donovan Mitchell. That'll last till about 2:30. Then there'll be another taco. So whether you're watching this before 2:30 Central Time or after, just put the taco together with Saquon Barkley over rush yards, okay? This is my favorite play so far that I found so far in the Super Bowl picks, okay? Saquon Barkley at over 115.5 rush yards. I think this is way too low for him, you guys. When I saw this, I was like, are they joking? This should be like probably 225 to 230. I think is fair value for him. Going over some things here. The Chiefs, in their past 5 games here, unfortunately, I don't know why I did this, but this is the top here is their furthest out game, and then the bottom here is their longest game. But versus the Bills right here that they just played, they gave up 147 rush yards. Versus the Texans, they gave out 150. Versus the Broncos, 158. Versus Pittsburgh Steelers with Jalen Warren and with Najee Harris, they give up 202 rush yards. And then with Houston Texans right here, they give up 84. With the Browns right here, they give up 193. Okay, or sorry, 139. Okay, so this is the past 6 games. They've given up more than this every single game. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, they also have Jalen Hurts. They also have like maybe Gainwell and stuff. But we're talking about Saquon Barkley here, you guys. I mean, James Cook, Joe Mixon, Jalen Warren, and Najee Harris, Jerome Ford on the Browns. Like, these are all good running backs, right? They're like top 10, top 15 running backs that you can argue about. But this is Saquon Barkley. I mean, you can take the top 3 running backs and then you just put them in a higher class way above that, and that is Saquon Barkley right here. So if the Eagles do not feed this man like 22 to 25 carries in this game, they are doing him a disservice, and they honestly deserve to lose this game. Last game versus the Commanders, you can see he went over this line by like 3 yards. So you might be like, well, he went over this line by like 3 yards, so he barely hit this versus the Commanders. Now, thinking about that, he only got 15 rush attempts. Okay, I should have screenshot it, but you can see like versus Washington down here, he got like 25 rush attempts. Versus Dallas, he got 31 rush attempts. Green Bay, he got like 25, and then Rams, he got like 25 rush attempts. And then versus the Commanders in the most recent game, he only got 15 rush attempts. So he still went over this with like 10 to 15 rush attempts less than he normally does because he had some sort of calf injury, right? They were like, they were massaging his calf and stuff like that. He'll be 100% by this game. He's got 2 weeks to heal like a minor calf injury. But yeah, he should get the ball 25 times at least this game if they're actually serious about winning. This is one of those games, the Eagles, they're going to feed their best players, okay? It was kind of a fluke game last game versus the Commanders where Hurts did well. You know, he did well. He threw to A.J. Brown. He had a lot of pass yards. He had a lot of completions. Normally, that's not how the Eagles win, okay? Normally, the Eagles, how they win this season is they hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley. They let that man run. And again, rather than all of the other, running backs in the NFL, he gets on average like 1-2 yards more than them, and he has that breakout potential to get, a 50, 60-yard touchdown run. Pretty much every single game he's done that in the playoffs so far. So this is my favorite play so far. Again, we're going to have to wait 5 days till the Super Bowl, but I mean, it's the Super Bowl, right? We got to give out picks for the Super Bowl. This is probably going to be one of the most bet on things in all of the year. So to wait 5 days for it will be just fine. Hopefully Donovan Mitchell will do his thing tonight. We're not worried about that at all. And then we'll be set up for the Super Bowl to watch Saquon Barkley go off and get a lot of rush attempts here and a lot of rush yards. So if you, I do have one more pick for you guys on Sleeper, but if you guys want to get more of my plays on my VIP that I've been talking about with that big graph and stuff like that, we have been profitable every single month so far on the VIP. Last month, like I said, was our worst month, okay? But in November, we went up 100 units. And then before that, our second worst month was only down like, or only up like, or still up like 30 or 40 units or something like that. But on average, we go up like 50 or 60 units every single month. If you guys want my VIP, all you have to do is text me the word picks to my number on the screen right here. My number is up here. It's my personal number. I will respond to you within probably like 5 to 10 minutes. And then all you're going to have to do is sign up for Vivid Picks with my code. My code right here is detective with no caps. You'll put $5 or more into this app. So a lot of apps, they require $10, $25. This app only requires $5 or more. Once you do that, I will need a screenshot of proof that you deposited. And then once you give me that screenshot, I will give you guys a code to get 2 free months of my VIP. A lot of guys are doing this right now. You're getting 2 free months of the VIP. Huge value. You will get all of my Super Bowl plays this week, plus all of the plays in the esports and stuff like that I do with Correlation. So definitely do this. Text me the word picks right here. It'll take you guys like 5 minutes to do. And then I will get you guys 2 free months of my VIP for doing that. It helps me out. It also will help you guys out because you guys will get into the VIP completely free. All right, so second play right here is going to be Xavier Worthy and then Norman Powell right here. Again, we're going to have to wait till Sunday right here, but it's a pick on sale. Again, they've been giving out more pick on sales, but they're not as good. His Worthy's line is like 58, so they're discounting him by about 10 yards, which 10 yards is still 10 yards, nothing to scoff at, but not a huge discount. We're still going to take it, right? A discount's a discount. We're going to take it. Again, like if Worthy gets 50 yards, we're going to hit here on Sleeper, but we wouldn't hit on Prizepicks. So that's a big deal right there. So we're going to take him over, and then we're going to take Norman Powell over 23.5 assists. This should still be on the board. If it's not, you could take his points over, but you could also take his assists over. I do like his points plus assists the most though. His assist line is at 1.5, and then his point line is at, I think, 22.5. So if you add 22.5 plus 1.5, that is 24. So they have both of his things at 24, and then they have his points plus assists at 23.5. So you're getting already just 0.5 value there, and this is a really good play right here. I think he's hit this in like 8 of his last 10 games, something like that. But yeah, this is a good play on Sleeper right here to lock in. This is a really, really good play on Taco Tuesday. I really like this here for Saquon. I mean, there's a chance he gets 150 plus yards in this game really easily. So lock this in, you guys. Again, text me about Vivid Picks. Just text me the word picks, and I'll send you guys the instructions to get onto Vivid Picks and my VIP. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.